Hello everybody, and we are back for the back nine of our charity fundraiser here at Bronte Creek, and I brought in a little bit of a guest here. We've got Tim Howey. He's the manager here of the company, so you can see a little bit of a picture of him there. Say what's up.
What's up? I feel like I'm kind of a big deal, but not really. We know that's not true. I like to pretend though.
Tim and me have worked together for what are we at, 10 years now?
It feels like forever. But yeah, 10
Too long.
Too long, that's the right word, yeah.
Tim and me have built many projects together, and I recall when we started talking about disc golf, this was kind of an interesting endeavor we had, and we decided to move into it, and off we went. So yeah, man, it's great to have you on the show today to jump in, give me a little bit of a hand.
It's kind of exciting to actually get involved in this and see. I mean, I see the end result on a lot of the things we're producing, but to be involved in it's kind of nice.
It's not going to be hard at all. You get some great people here on the show. It's pretty easy to commentate on people that are awesome. We already know all the players, so we can skip right past that. If you guys don't know who these people are at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Do a little bit more work in the YouTube channel and check some other stuff out there first. Get edumacated. All right, so our front action is down. Kim is smashing everybody at one down. We got a little bit of a race here for second position. Everybody else, a couple strokes between them. So we'll see what happens there. And I promised you guys I'd talk a little bit about the shop and about what we're doing with the tournament scene. So I brought Tim here. Maybe he can fill that in as we go. Moving to hole 10, this is a par 3, 324 feet. We were talking about this tree here in the fairway we just passed. I can't even believe it survived this long.
I know if it was me playing, I'd have chopped it down with my disc already. There's no way that I don't miss a tree. Not a chance.
People hit that thing all the time, and it just keeps on standing. It looks dead, too, but it's not. First up, we got Chris Brown looking for a big drive here. Backhand with his Wraith.
I like that halo.
Aren't those purty discs?
I do really like them. I honestly, I like a lot of the discs more for the look of them than I do the flight.
Absolutely.
But those halos really got my attention. I like the halo Sidewinder, actually.
Well, here's Chris Brown with a smash. Parks it right in the forest. We should get another Bigfoot shot. Kim coming up for another wide hyzer over my head. And parks it in the wrong basket. Good job, Kim. Keep it up. Colleen. Taking the low route. That's too far left. She's buried. That's going to be a pitch up for 3 at best. James with a little bit of an unorthodox forehand there. That's a Tim Howey shot right there into the tree.
For sure. Well, I mean, and throwing it like that, it should naturally want to fade right when the basket's to the left. So I'm not sure what he was thinking with it. But, I mean, he's a pro. I'm not. So what am I talking about?
James, honestly, James breaks my brain a lot. Whenever he throws shots that I just don't understand how to do and don't know, why he does it.
But I bet if you guys went head-to-head, we know the result.
Oh, if I played James?
Yeah.
So if I bet money on golf with James, I'll be broke and he will have all my money.
Okay, that's kind of what
That'll be the end of it. Colleen with a little skip shot there underneath the tree. A bit of a park. James working his way up the course here. Get this camera. There we go. Was that an AVR? Kim turbos it and misses.
That's such an awkward grip. I never
understood. I don't know what he's doing there.
Never understood that.
There you go. Chris Brown with the Bigfoot shot out of the trees. Works his way out of there. Good man. We saw that on the last vid, how easily he made that shot.
Big grin on his face. He's proud of that.
Oh, man. Chris is a beast. Actually, he's been smoking our tournaments lately. He's been smashing the blue division.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's been doing good. Kim with the deserved bogey. Stop turbo putting, man. Start throwing right. You earned that one. I think he's just giving up a stroke, giving these guys a chance to catch up.
That makes it a little more competitive, right?
So as this carries on, we got a little bit of time. Tell us a little bit about the shop upgrades, what you've been working on with the crew downstairs.
My goodness, have lots of things been changing. We completely redid the center racking in the warehouse section of our business because we're expecting thousands of discs to arrive over the next few months. Mm-hmm. And the current system just was not going to cut it. So,
no, it wasn't.
So being able to do this is just going to give us a lot more flexibility to have not only more products, like unique products, but more duplicate of the same product. So you can pick between your color, your weight, your plastic, and it still not take up, all of our space. So
Good upgrade.
It's an awesome upgrade.
Well, let's take a look at hole 11. This is a par 3, 370 feet. You're looking at a big drive here, and you're trying to crash over these trees and land near the basket. This is a shot that I can't make. There's Dustin pointing things out there. Next up is Kim. It wouldn't surprise me if he throws past the basket into the parking lot. Never mind. He'll just park it right beside the basket and ace run it. That's about right.
I think that's an acceptable shot.
That's about right. That's about right. Next up, Colleen looking to recreate this shot. Goes low. I like this one. It's a good park shot in the fairway. Easy up shot for 3. There's Lisa hiding in the background, trying not to get hit from Kim's discs. I love James' form, man. He reminds me of just the perfect form guy, you know? Like you could shoot little videos of it.
Like we're doing right now?
Yeah, like now.
Well, go figure. We should do that.
We should do that. Colleen with her upshot. And that's fine. It's an easy putt for her to clean that up. Bigfoot shot number 3. Not too bad. A bit of a lighter angle there. I think he would have been in a better spot to maybe run that, but that's okay.
It's so hard to judge when you're behind the trees too, though.
Absolutely it is.
It's a tough shot.
James coming high, looking to crash down. That's fine. We'll let these guys clean up these putts. Nothing really much to see here. Yeah. So you were saying about the upgrades. I know we put in all this new racking system. I know we talked about doing some bins as well. What's up with that?
So bins will be coming in very shortly. The idea with the display is to have it so that instead of being stacked up, flat on the shelf, actually stand them up so that we can get 40, 50, 60 discs going to the back of the shelf. Mm-hmm. With a unit you can just pull straight out. That'll make it a lot easier for everyone to shop, see what all we have, and restocks as well.
So that's the idea, guys. Our goal with the store is to reach 50,000 discs in stock. We want to carry every major brand. I know...
And every not major brand.
And every not major brand. That's absolutely true. I know Tim and me have been busy emailing and researching and communicating with virtually every company we can find all over the world, including the Kickstarter companies.
There's been some cool Kickstarters that have been showing up lately. Some of them were, from a couple of years ago, but they started up a company. They're still running. They're still selling discs. Mm-hmm. And, just get them in there, too. Why not? If they're
Absolutely.
They're PDGA approved, and I've always been an advocate of, maybe there's a disc you like, and there's a disc that I like to recommend, but until it feels right in your hands, who am I to say what you should be throwing? And some of these companies are making some phenomenal discs.
Yeah, they are.
That people have never picked up.
Yes, shout out to you guys. If you've got a new product, you got a Kickstarter, you got an idea, you want a distributor, call your friends up here in Canada. We'd love to put in an order and help you get started. And reach out to us. We're easy to find. Just go on our website, fill out our form, and say what's up, and Tim or me will get back to you. So this is number 12, hole number 12, par 4, 446 feet. Kim ignores the course, goes around it, or over it, should I say. I think he clipped a tree there and lost some distance. That's too bad. Let's see if Chris can make shorter work of this one. Going for the Annie route. This looks like it's going to visit trees, which it did.
Well, he likes to putt from the trees, right?
He does. His trees are his friends. Actually, I remember this one now. This disc ended up clipping the top of one of those evergreens and just sitting there. We had to get a pole out or something to get it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Final shooter, Colleen Mcinnes, who we're very proud of. I think she has the highest rating in Canada at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. She's worked very hard for that. It says 930 here, but I think today she's more in the 935 range. It's a good little spot. Chip up. James using that forehand. These trees are not forgiving today at all.
No. Well, there's also, with all the leaves off of them, too, it's hard to see where all the branches are. At least when it's covered in leaves, you go, that's my no-fly zone, right?
Yep. It's the illusion that you can make it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think of disc golf? I know that it's not traditionally been a sport you've been in, but all of a sudden now you've been kind of thrusted into it the last couple of years. What's your thoughts?
Well, let's start by saying that anybody who sees me and they look at my my stature, they don't think sports initially.
Me either, man.
Now
Me either.
That being said, the times I've gone out, I've had one hell of a good time. Like, it is super, super fun. I'm absolutely...
Oh, what a spit out. Sorry,
yeah.
don't
I know,
mean to
it's
be
all
rude.
it's
Carry
all
on.
good, man. It's all good. That you got robbed there. Oh my goodness, I gotta see this. There's some trees in my way.
Chris with the little roller there. Carry on.
Yeah, so it's not something I'm good at. Let's just say that. But I have great fun doing it. And one of the things that I think is amazing about it is that it's so COVID friendly, because you can be out, play with your friends, and still be able to maintain your social distance. You get to be social while still staying far away. It's awesome for that too. But I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been bitten by the bug. I'm definitely enjoying what we're doing here with this, and I can't wait to get out more.
Well, it's a sport I think that can hook anybody of any age, any gender, any physical capability. I think pretty much anybody can come out and enjoy this sport and get some benefit from it.
Well, it's one of those sports that you watch someone do it and you go, I could do that, I'd be amazing at that, until you try it and you go, oh wow, this is actually not the easiest thing, but it's easy to get into. So
Yes.
Easy to learn, difficult to master, and I think that's what makes what the allure is to me, honestly.
Yes. It's a great social game, too. I've made a lot of friends playing the sport. And it's funny, too, because this is one of the few sports that you can run into random people and just join and play with them, and it's still fun.
Yeah.
Number 13, par 3, 387 feet. During tournament play, all this sort of rough you see on the left and right, I think, can be played as OB. But during this charity fundraiser, it's everything's open-minded. On the right here, you can't really see it inside the trees there, but there is a hanging basket that's been installed that's new to give you just a different style of play.
So at the end of that, right by the basket, it was showing a little bit of a cliff off the edge there. How unforgiving is that if you go over there?
It's just open field. It's actually an area that you can add extra holes to the course if you want to add a little bit of extra play.
Okay.
So as we were talking about, we're going to probably grow to about 50,000 discs this season. We're bringing in products from all over the world. And the idea with the store is to carry everything. We want to be as accessible as possible for all players of all types of brands and make it easy to be able to find whatever you're looking for. So I think, would that be fair to say that that's our mission?
That is absolutely the mission, 100%. And I mean, that's no different than any other business we had offered too. I mean, the big thing to remember is that everyone plays this sport differently. Everyone's got a different hand, so they got a different disc for that hand. And so many options haven't been readily accessible, especially locally within this area.
That's true.
To players to even give it a shot. I mean, yeah, you can order it online, but obviously the risk with that is you get it and go, nope, this doesn't feel comfortable.
Yep.
You know? So being able to offer absolutely everything that's on the market gives people a chance to really see what is the right disc for them.
Yeah, the sport's very tactile. I find shopping in person, for me anyway, is better because I don't know. It's a big difference for me holding the disc. What a shot from James!
Yeah, that was great.
Just to point that out, James is one of my favorite players to film because he can come out of anywhere, anytime, and make a big putt.
And I mean, that's truly... Anybody who's working on their game, any pro will say, work on your putting. You get your putting down, Pat, you're way better than most already.
Yeah. And putting is a direct result of effort. The more practice you put in, the more work you put in, the better your game is going to get.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have lots of practice baskets for sale.
Yes, we do.
So if you want to pick something up for your backyard, we have plenty of beginner and intermediate baskets, and we also carry a wide range of pro baskets. The big ones we like to support are Disc Golf Park. It's a Discmania product, and we like to sell those to people that are looking into putting in pro courses. So if you need that help, reach out to us. We'll hook you up.
Yeah, as Jeff was saying, just go to our website and go on the forum, contact us, tell us what you're looking for, and we'll reach out with you with a bunch of options.
Yeah, it's the Pro Shop tab at the top. There's a little forum, fill it out. We carry 40, 50,000 different products in the warehouse here, and there's no reason for us to even attempt to try to post those online. It's easier if you just tell us what you want, and we either have it or we've got something that'll be similar enough that we'll give you the response and try to help you find the solution to your problem.
And even better, if you're able to come down and see it for yourself.
Yeah, come on down. We're open now.
Yeah, I love the look on people's face when they walk in here for the first time. I get really excited when they walk in. Because they walk in like... And you just see their head on a slow swivel, like,
yep,
that's a lot of plastic.
And then they go into the warehouse.
Yeah, they don't even look
then
at the warehouse.
Then they realize the warehouse. Hole 14, this is a par 4, 521 feet rather, downhill. That's what I was trying to say at the end. So you're trying to make that first 400-ish foot drive. Then if you make it, you've got a good crack at getting all the way. James with a big S shot. Nice shot there. Right in the fairway. And this tree, if you see this circle tree there with the yellow basket, that plays as an island on a different version of this hole. Kim with a big wind up. Trying to get that S pattern as well. And he ends up somewhere in another world. So he'll be out there digging for a while. Chris Brown with a textbook shot. Looks good. A bit too left, but I don't think you'll have any trouble pitching that up and getting a crack at a birdie there. So that's sort of the goal with the shop this year. We're going to try to carry every product that we can, keep expanding our selection and opportunities. And to be honest with everybody, the idea behind that, is we want to generate enough income to be able to fund our video productions. Contrary to popular belief, producing quality productions is not only very time consuming, it's a ton of work. And it does get expensive once you want to try to raise the bar and improve the quality of the cameras you use and so on.
It is an absolute labor of love, is what it is.
Absolutely, it is.
And having something to support it, it's nice and cyclic. You know, the shop helps to support this, which helps support the community and new players who want to watch this.
Yep.
Who then are supported by the shop. It really does rotate around. So.
Yeah, and it helps with the store too because it's pretty good marketing. I mean, a lot of people have found our shop as a result of watching coverage and. It's also got a lot of good relationships with pros and other players and that kind of thing. So there's a lot of benefit to the shop to having it going. But the primary goal behind the video the filming is to promote the sport and grow it.
Yeah.
The other thing about having the shop now, with the amount of stock we have, is that's laid the foundation for the next goal. And that is this year is to build tournaments.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of unknown facts. We have applied for 42 sanctioned dates this year to run sanctioned tournaments with the ODSA. And we have waived our proximity rights. So anybody that wants to run tournaments close to or on the same day as any of the events we want to book, we don't have any problem with that. In fact, we encourage it. I'm hoping that we get a ton of new TDs that enter the industry this year. And for anybody that is interested in running events or anything, if you need help doing merch outs, we offer some programs to help with TDs, not only get better value on products with discounts and rebates, but we also offer filming services and all kinds of advertising opportunities. So if you're a new TD, you want to get your first tournament going, reach out to us. We will help you.
I don't know if you just saw that in and then right out of the basket.
I know.
That hurts. You feel it.
Well, that was his day. These guys were really playing their hearts out, and frankly, the trees were not cooperating, and it just wasn't the way it was supposed to go. But yeah, if you are a new TD and you want to run your own events and you need a hand, we'll also help you with COVID protocols. We're very experienced with dealing with the health board. We have plenty of connections to help you get insurance or to get sanctioning. If you need connections with people like the ODSA or the PDGA or whatever, reach out to us. We're here to help. We want to help the sport grow and especially help new people get moving and getting ahead. So check that out. Number 15, par 4, 387 feet. I love this hole. I love the way the basket's kind of set up on this cool incline hill at the back. And during tournament play, this whole kind of these little white flags you see about, that's all OB behind. But for this charity event, anything plays. First up, James Duong. forehand drive. Look at this gorgeous shot.
I've always been fascinated by that forehand shot, how awkward it can look, but how effortless they make it.
I know.
It's weird.
I can't do it like they can.
That's my predominant throw. I'm not good at it, but I'm better forehand than I am backhand. Nowhere near these guys. Nowhere near it at all.
Yeah, forehands are funny. Like, they have a high skill cap to get the first shots out, but once you get them going, it actually gets easier. Colleen taking the opposite route. She jumped in on the All-Stars, or excuse me, the Pros versus Joes, and made pretty much the same shot. Chris following her.
I think that's the big thing when some of these pros play the same course over and over. Once they get that right shot, why change it? If it's working for them, why take the risk? Unless you're way behind.
Yeah, and look out for Chris Brown too this year. This guy is focused. He is playing a lot. He's playing a lot of tournaments. He's practicing like crazy. I think you're going to see this guy's rating grow a lot this year. James thinking about doing something here. What's the plan? Okay, that works.
That's not bad at all.
Is that the banana? I can't tell if that's his banana disc. James, if that's your banana disc, put a little comment in the YouTube. Oh, what a putt from Kim. Gets robbed.
I think that's the third time we've seen that in the last couple holes.
Chris doesn't play games anymore. There's no fear in his putts. He's going to put it in or he's going to miss wildly. He doesn't care. Good birdie. Good run for an eagle. Carrying on with the tournament plans we have. So we've applied for 42 dates. We have a pile of plans. We want to run a good amount of doubles events this year. We found those to be pretty popular. I know we can't get sanctioning for those in particular, but we're going to build a beautiful kind of series around that. And just to point out, there's a star card. That don't hurt. 4 birdies, almost a couple of eagles. So we're going to run some doubles events this year, and our goal is to build this into an event that's very similar to the Nationals that run out east. We want to put up at least $10,000 in cash added and run a beautiful, Canadian National Doubles Disc Golf Championship event, something like that. And we want to focus on probably a 3-day event for that one, and then maybe do a couple more that are close to it. Maybe a mixed doubles and maybe an amateur-only doubles event.
That's actually pretty exciting for me as an amateur player. I think calling myself an amateur player is being a little too what's the word? I'm speaking too highly of myself.
Oh, okay.
However, I think it appeals to me because it's the type of event that I could actually play in and still have fun. Just pair me with someone who's decent. They'll never take my shots.
Well, that's the idea. We've run a doubles event so far.
Cloudbreaker?
Oh, I know. That's why I zoomed in on it. These discs are sick. I love Cloudbreakers. They're beautiful. The doubles events are great because if you're a brand new player, you never played a tournament before, you can pair up with a pal, go out, have a great day of golf. It's not expensive. And then we play best shot in the last tournament we ran. So even if you make a mistake, your partner can dig you out of trouble, shoot a nice low score, and have fun. Yeah,
as long as they know that I'm the dead weight.
I know how that feels. Don't worry. Great shot from Colleen. That's a crush.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should do a Pro and Joe doubles.
Pro and Joe doubles? We could do that. Definitely could do that. So that's the idea behind the doubles events, folks. We want to turn that into something big, make that into maybe our sort of signature world we're going to work in. We're going to put up some big bucks, big prizes, work with some great courses and TDs, and see if we can build something special there. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to be running some qualifier tournaments for the Nationals out east. We're busy working behind the scenes to buy some packages where you'd get your travel and entry fee, hotel stay, that kind of thing, and be able to participate in the Nationals but not have to deal with all the extraneous costs that go along with traveling to an event that far. And then lastly, we're going to work on running a lot of your classic sanctioned events where our goal is to make the cash added high. We want to change the game a little bit on the way we do the prize pools. For those of you that have played our events, I think you've noticed that Yeah, that sucks. Hits the tree. I think for those of you that have played our events, you know that our 100% payout structure is truly 100%, meaning if you add up all the entry fees and you divide that into the payouts for each of the color divisions we operate on, it's all of the money going out. 100% of that. We don't take any expenses. We deal with all that internally. And lastly, we feel like we want to change the game by running a color format. Again, for those that have played our events, we don't want to run MP50, MP40, FPO, FA2, divisions, etc., etc., etc. We don't want to run protected classes at all that divide players by gender or age. We only want to divide players based on rating. And that means we have 2 beginner divisions, purple and green. Then we have 2 intermediate divisions, which is white and red. And then we finally have 2 pro divisions, which is blue and gold. And they're divided strictly by what rating you have on the PDGA. There's hole 16 up. Kim with another beautiful birdie sitting at 4 down. I think he's pretty much run away with this now. Chris and Colleen battling away for 3rd place, and James sitting at par, which isn't too bad. He's had some trouble this round, and I think he's recovered nicely. As we were saying, we've divided the players into 6 color groups, and it's been great. I think we've had some excellent feedback from women. I think they feel like the player pools are now big, and they get a chance to play against a variety of different players. And everybody seems to have fun because the skill level is almost the same.
Well, it prevents sandbagging, right?
Well, sandbagging's possible. I mean, if you're unrated, but honestly, we haven't seen that happen, not even once, across, now a couple hundred seats sold across 3 events. We haven't seen it happen even once.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's been great.
Oh,
Kim with an ace run.
Look at that.
That is Kim doing Kim things. 419 feet, looks like butter. Look at this guy's forehand, just a monster. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to keep you in the loop on that. I know there's lots of golf going on here, and traditionally we talk about the play and everything that's happening, but I really wanted to keep the players informed about what we're doing with the shop, with the future, with the channel, and sort of what we're doing with our event structures and what our philosophy is. This year, ultimately, we're going to give away about $150,000 in cash added. And we're going to run, I'm hoping we can run around 50 events this year, if not more. And I want to roll that into next year, which is going to be half a dozen or so A-tier tournaments. And we can really pump up Canada and start getting into the right world, just like the U.S. is doing.
Yeah, no reason why we can't do it as good or better.
Mm-hmm. And Tim can attest to this. Since day one, the vision and dream I had of this company was to bring Canadian disc golf up to par with the experience that you would have if you're down in the U.S.
No pun intended on the up to par thing?
Yeah, I want our Canadian pro. What an eagle, by the way, from Chris. There you go. I want our Canadian pros to stay in Canada. I want them to be able to earn a living here. I want the competition to be strong enough so players enjoy themselves, That's what I want.
I don't think that's too much to ask, too.
No.
And with the time that some of these pros dedicate to the sport, they should be able to earn a living doing it.
Absolutely.
Any other sport, you make more than a living.
Absolutely.
As a pro.
Well, there's 2 eagles. Chris Brown showing why he's getting better. Kim with a smile and his classic eag there. It's a nice little overhead shot of what Bronte looks like on the back 9. All right, Kim sitting 6 down. James sitting at 1 down. Chris pulls a couple strokes there back. That's a great job there on that eagle. And Colleen sitting at +7, which is frankly well below what she's capable of. I've seen her shoot, many, many negative rounds on this course. So just a bad day, unfortunately. That happens. Hole 18, par 3, 387 feet. This hole is for people that want to punish themselves and hate their discs. I can't for the life of me understand how to make this shot. I've tried repeatedly.
Explain exactly what's difficult about this shot specifically.
You'll see. Stand on the pad. Watch this shot. Watch what he's doing. That's what you see. That little tiny gap. And you're trying to throw this big Annie and make it through.
Yeah, I'd hit every tree on the way.
Yeah,
every single tree I'd hit it, guaranteed.
It's beyond my capability. These guys can do it though. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris gets out there. That looks pretty good. That's much better. That works. I mean, when you look at the shot, when you actually see it, you're just trying to throw an Anheuser and get it to hold that line as long as possible and try to crash into that basket. It's not that bad. And if you throw a forehand like what James is doing here, it's probably easier.
Yeah, it's gonna make that curve the way you need it. Yeah,
absolutely.
A little too much in this case.
Yeah. So I guess it's not that bad, but as a beginner like myself, it's quite intimidating to try to make that. This is a great shot from Colleen. And that saws off the tree.
Just to attest to what you were saying about how skilled of a player she is. That was beautiful.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is that a Luna? Yeah.
So I bet all the players here $100. I said I'd throw an extra $100 in the pot for charity if anybody could hit their shot. So Kim gave it a go there. He was the farthest.
That was a great shot, though.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Colleen was up next. Close run, hits the basket. I thought I was paying out a brownie there, but no such luck. Chris took a moment. Little high. And James just tried this crazy skip shot. Good try. Lisa's terrified, hiding behind the tree.
Well, how many times do you got to get hit by a disc before?
Oh man,
I think just once is all it takes.
She's been hit by a disc once.
Yeah. It was a good hit though.
Yeah.
By one of the furthest throwing players.
Yeah, Clayton Morgan, man. I thought Clayton Morgan was gonna. He was white as a ghost.
He must have been mortified by that.
Oh my goodness. Well, my wife was like 2 months pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And she come out for some exercise, and Clayton throws this 500-foot bomb into the sky, and it just smokes her in the side of the leg. And I thought he was just gonna be a ghost there. He was so apologetic and sad. It happens.
It's, I'm so evil. If it was me, I would have played it up so bad.
Oh, you got to pass it on the ground and go crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Kim throws up a 6-down round. James right behind him at 1 down. Yeah. Did I say Chris or Kim? Kim throws up a 6-down round. Excuse me. James is 1 down. Couple of weaker rounds from Chris and Colleen there. I know they can do better, so such is life. That's okay. So guys, I always say thank you for all the support that we get in the retail store, and I do mean that. We use those funds obviously to invest back into the sport. Our goal is always to keep bringing you the latest, greatest footage of players around and keep maximizing the opportunities that our Canadian pros have to show their game. As always too, we're trying to give the best entertainment possible and hopefully inspire other filmmakers to come out here, pick up a camera and get going. Tim, I mean this, and I know what you do is kind of a thankless job because a lot of people don't understand really what you do, but I appreciate everything you're doing. I know you're negotiating with 40, 50 companies at any given time, trying to get all the best product here into the country. I know you're always trying to manage people's time as best you can and be able to open up doors for Adam so he can invest as much of his time as possible into the film work. So... and everything else that you do, it's a lot.
Well, quite frankly, it's pretty fun for me too. It certainly there's nothing makes it easier to learn a sport than being completely invested in it on every aspect, and I do enjoy that. I enjoy seeing the players come in and talking to them, and I mean anybody with a passion for anything. It's always interesting to hear their stories and what is it they're doing, what level are they at, where is it their first time in. I enjoy all of this. So. I mean, thanks for the opportunity to do it for starters, because this is super fun for me.
It's just the sport. I love it. I've fallen in love with it, a couple years ago, and it's even more fun today to play and to work in than it was back then. So, Yeah, man. Look, guys, we appreciate everything that you do, all the support we get. We appreciate you, Tim, too, and all the crew. Adam and Tyler, I know what you guys do is behind the scenes and very thankless sometimes, but thank you for everything you're doing, all the work you're putting into the tournaments, all the work you're putting into the video coverage, and everything you're doing in the sport. And once again, guys, if anybody wants to get into doing stuff, if you want to get some help with filming or working on your own projects, you need support with running your own events, you need help with finding product, TDs, whatever, course design, you name it, reach out to us. We will be happy to help you. No questions asked. We're not looking for anything. We just want to see the sport continue to move in the right direction.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Anything to grow the sport. And if you've already made it through 34 minutes worth of footage here, listening to us banter, and you haven't hit the subscribe button already, what are you doing? Come on, you made it this far, and it's free. So show your love by that. If that's the only way you show your love, please just do that. Like, comment, subscribe.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for all your help. And thanks for watching the show. And we'll see you soon with the next action. Have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.